Hey, you there? Yeah. You want to have like, a webcam that stands out? You want to like not do the whole webcam frame thing? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either. So do you want to do something maybe like this? I think this is pretty cool. Pretty neat little trick. And if you guys want to stick around this video, I'm going to run you guys through how you can go ahead and add a filter to your camera or your camera source or any source for that matter, and how you can get any shape you want out of your webcam or whatever source you want to add a funny shape to. Let's get into it. But before we get started, guys, I would like to remind you guys I'm Spank Gaming, and I do stream to Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Links down in the description below. And guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button here on the YouTube channel and click the little notification bell so that you are notified anytime I upload any kind of content, whether it's a tutorial video or it's my thoughts on some games coming up. Food for thought. All right, let's go ahead and get in on these settings on how we can add a shape to our webcam. Okay, so here we are in OBS. Right here we have OBS pulled up, and I want to add a shape to our Logitech C920 feed coming out here. I want to go ahead and add kind of a rounded rectangle here, or kind of a rounded square, because I really want to maximize the size of me and kind of eliminate all of this background here, because let's just say this is my gameplay scene. I just simply have a picture here just for example, but just say this is my gameplay scene, and people really care most about your face. So I want to go ahead and just kind of block out everything else and bring in my face. And I don't want to use a webcam frame. I just want to make this look neat and without a webcam frame. So let's go ahead and go into Microsoft Paint. Okay, so we can go ahead, head down here and pull up Microsoft Paint right here, Paint 3D. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit new. We're going to go ahead and maximize this, and we're going to go to canvas, and we're going to make sure that these are not locked right here. If these are locked, we won't be able to set our own canvas size. So for this canvas size, we're going to go 1920 by 1080. Just like so. Okay, there we go. We have 1920 by 1080, and I'm just going to zoom out just a little bit, center that back up, and then we're going to turn transparent canvas on. Okay, so now the canvas is transparent, and you can do 3D shapes, but for the sake of the video, let's just go ahead and do a 2D shape, and we can add any of these shapes that we want to. So for example, let's just get goofy and let's use oh, should we use the chat speech bubble? Oh, that'd be kind of interesting. Let's use the multi-point star. Let's do this one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make our shape here, our multi-point star. This is gonna be really goofy. And then you're gonna go ahead and try and center that up as best as you can. Photoshop is better to use, and I do have Photoshop, and I used that for my own because you can blend these edges and make them smoother. I'm not sure how to do that in 3D. In 3D Paint. I can only do that in Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so we're gonna make this black. We want it all black, filled in, all black. Okay, so here we go. This is our shape. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to menu, and we're gonna go save as. We're gonna say image, and we want to make sure this is a PNG, and we're gonna say star mask. Save. And then now we're going to go back into OBS right here. We're going to go to our source, that is our Logitech camera. We're going to right click and go to filters, and then we're going to add an effect filter here, and that effect filter is going to be image mask blend. So we're going to click on that, and we want to make sure that we are on the alpha mask alpha channel. Make sure you have that selected. Leave all these other settings alone. And we're going to use this star mask. And there we go. Now I'm a star. See, and then that just shows up right here. So I can just send her up into there, you know. Now we're a star mask. You can put that anywhere you want. And then just for the sake of using the other one that I have already made, so let's go ahead and go back into those filters, and we'll go back in here, and then we'll go ahead and use this cam mask right here. And this is a little bit of a bonus tip here. So I like this. This is what I use for my stream personally. I use a nice little rounded square like this, so to speak. That way I can accentuate more of just my face and have a larger camera source that's out of the way and not blocking a lot of the gameplay. And then what we're going to do as a bonus tip here is we're going to add some dimension to this by adding a drop shadow. So now I'm going to add an image. So I'm going to go to image here, and let's leave it, we'll say drop shadow. And then we're going to pick the same cam mask. We're going to pick this as our drop shadow. That's going to come in right there. We're going to make sure this is underneath of our Logitech. And then we're going to shrink it down until it approximately fits the same size and looks like a drop shadow. So then we're going to size it down just a little bit more. There, and this kind of will give it the effect that the camera is kind of popping up out of the source here. There we go. I like it right there. And now what we're also going to do to the drop shadow is add some opacity to it, so it's not just pure black hard shadow, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and add a filter, and then we're going to add color correction. We're going to say okay. And then the only thing we're going to do is just give it some opacity. So we'll give it about a 60% opacity. See how that looks. There, I like that. So now we're gonna tuck it in there a little bit more, shrink it down just a little bit more, and there we go. Now we have a little drop shadow underneath of our frame, kind of give it some dimension. You can also use 3D shapes. I haven't experimented with that, but there you go. That's how we can go ahead and add a little bit of fun to our webcam. So there we have it, a quick and easy tip on how we can eliminate our webcam frames, the distracting webcam frames. If this is something that you want to do, is step away from those webcam frames, which is something I've been wanting to do, then this is a nice neat way that you can go ahead and add a cool shape to yourself, to your webcam source. This also works for, say, doing tutorial videos where you just want your face showing. You can make a little circle, put it up out of the way. That way you have a lot more of the screen to work with that you're not blocking with a big webcam source. There's plenty of uses for this tip. I know it was a really quick tip, but thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come over and follow me on Twitch, link down in the description down below, and have yourselves a great night. Happy streaming, everybody. Love your faces. Thank you so much for all the support.
Are you kidding? Oh, do you like it?
Damn.
Cabra. That girl, eh? Just nasty.
Gas is inbound.
Your right side. Probably raising, bro.
I'll hear it.
In the tent, you saw him. It's on your right.
Going to your right?
Right. Good shit, bro.
They don't call him Spank Gaming for nothing. He really do be gaming.
You alright?